Do the numbers just speak for themselves, or is there some kind of other motive for the filing at this time, Joey?
No correlation at all, Mike. You kidding? I'm being sarcastic, obviously.
Like 100 million each fight.
I would think close to $1 billion.
He probably is, but he spends like a mother. He probably has like a couple $100 million in jewelry.
This is what Floyd writes on his Instagram. Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear, especially when it comes to the media and this.
Floyd Mayweather, who once reportedly earned over $1.2 billion during his career, now faces reports suggesting he could be on the brink of financial collapse, according to CNN. Despite his public image filled with luxury jets, lavish mansions, and million-dollar watches, insiders claim that years of reckless spending, unsuccessful business ventures, and mounting legal fees have severely strained his finances. Sources indicate that Mayweather has quietly begun selling off assets to cover debts, and some reports even suggest that a bankruptcy filing could be on the horizon, painting a stark contrast to the untouchable image he has long projected.
Everything ends up this way. Well, everything does end up this way because people are surrounded by other people who make 10%, 20%, 5% on what the other guy brings home. So people are incentivized to push people to keep scaling and keep going and all eat when you eat. But I think it's very important for people to stand up and say, you know what? I don't think this thing needs to be that big. I don't think the valuation needs to get.
Floyd Mayweather once stood at the very top of the sports world in terms of wealth, reportedly earning over $1.2 billion through prize fights, endorsements, and public appearances. Yet, as quickly as the money flowed in, it was spent just as fast. Rather than focusing on smart investments or long-term financial stability, Mayweather chose to live as if his fortune would never run out. Extravagant purchases, from gold-plated jets to entire fleets of supercars, became a regular part of his lifestyle. His drive to be seen as the richest and flashiest athlete often overshadowed any sense of financial discipline, and now the very habits that helped him earn the nickname money have left him teetering on the edge of financial collapse.
He's up there, bro. He's probably got to be at least 400 million. I mean, some of the purses from his fights are like 100 million each fight.
I would think
shit.
close to $1 billion.
He probably is, but he spends like a. He probably has like a couple $100 million in jewelry. Have you seen like videos of his jewelry?
Yeah, some crazy. Let me see. Let me see what his net worth is. Mayweather net worth.
Them Googles be lying though. Huh?
They be lying? You think?
I think so. It's probably not accurate. I mean,
let's see what they say. Exactly what you said. It says an estimated $450 million.
Yeah.
Richest boxer in the world. It's a lot of money.
Floyd Mayweather has always grabbed headlines not just for his undefeated record, but for the staggering sums he earned from his fights. His bout with Manny Pacquiao reportedly netted him over $250 million, and his exhibition against Conor McGregor brought in similar figures, cementing his reputation as one of the highest-paid athletes in the world. Yet instead of using this immense income to build long-term financial security, Mayweather treated it as a ticket to extravagance. Lavish parties, private jets for his entourage, and gambling sprees worth millions became routine, turning his fortune into a daily display of opulence rather than a foundation for lasting wealth.
Floyd Mayweather, the highest paid athlete, not the highest paid boxer, the highest paid athlete in the world. I had the opportunity and pleasure to be around him for many years. I was his personal shopper. I was a personal friend of his family. One of my greatest memories of being just lucky enough to even be around that environment was watching him train. Watching Floyd Mayweather train is a masterclass in discipline. It is a masterclass in work ethic. It is a masterclass in this is how you execute and get stuff done. Every rep, he hits it hard. There's not one lazy rep. He does everything at such a high frequency, so elevated. I'm like, goodness gracious, watching this man train, it's like, that's how I want to train for life. I've been to the club with Floyd where we leave in the club 3, 4 in the morning and he's still going to hit his 6 miles. He'll have all the cars follow him and he's running down the Las Vegas Strip, down.
Floyd Mayweather's financial troubles haven't just stemmed from lavish spending. His name has also repeatedly appeared in legal controversies tied to questionable business moves. In 2022, he became embroiled in a class action lawsuit connected to a cryptocurrency scheme that many labeled a pump and dump. Although the case was eventually dismissed, it shed light on Mayweather's tendency to dive into hype-driven ventures without proper oversight. Things worsened in 2024 when he faced another lawsuit, this time accused of ordering his bodyguard to assault a man, with the victim seeking over $3 million in damages. These legal battles further illustrate a pattern of risky and reckless behavior that has compounded his financial instability.
How do you explain all that? How did that happen in your life?
What things happen? You know,
You know, I had 3 children with a young lady. We wasn't seeing eye to eye, you know. We wasn't seeing eye to eye. You know, she was a little upset, had a little alcohol in her system. She was a little edgy, and I told her, you know, basically I needed the keys to my truck. She was upset. She didn't want me to take the keys to the truck. So things got out of hand and blown out of, you know, they blow things up bigger than what things are really made out to be. So things happen.
But nevertheless, you had to do 2 months, right?
Yeah, I did 2 months for a misdemeanor, yes.
So what is it like to have everything and then not have freedom?
That's what I come to find out. Freedom is very important. Freedom is very, very important. And I'm just, you know, I'm happy to be free. I'm happy to be back, you know, in my children's life.
Joe Rogan, known for speaking his mind, didn't hold back when criticizing Mayweather's apparent disregard for his tax obligations. He warned that no matter how enormous someone's fortune is, ignoring taxes is a sure path to serious trouble with the IRS, and history has proven him right. Rogan highlighted that Floyd's
He owed that money to the IRS. How much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to
It's
pay.
neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money. There's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million worth of cars.